Hi, I'm Daniel McGrew with Epiroc Product Support for their underground rock excavation team. Today on our E1C DH, I'll be showing you our cabin controls for driving and tramming the machine. And this will apply for our boomers. So here we have our A71 panel. This is going to be functions for the chassis itself. Starting from the back, we have our 12-volt port. You can plug your radio or phone charger in here. Here is our lights for our steps. On this machine, this is the E1C DH. So this would activate our pumps in the back of the machine so that we can drill, and our air compressor, simply just turn it on and it locks in place. The three that are inside this box here are for our stabilizers. So this back one here runs both rear stabilizers at the same time. So this function would be lowering our stabilizers, and it returned back to center as soon as you let go. And this would be raising them back up once you're done using the machine. This one is for your right side, the same functions. This lowers them, this raises them. And this one is for the left side. This one is for our outriggers so that we have a better stability at the front of our machine. To extend them out, you would go to the right, and to bring them back in, you would turn the switch to the left. These are blanks. These are not used on this machine, but this would be for raising and lowering the ROPS on the cab. This would be a winch. This would be a water line cable reel, electric line cable reel, and another winch line for the electric. These two buttons here are for your driving lights. These are for your front. These are from your rear. Now these have three different positions: off, automatic, which means when we go to forward position, they'll automatically kick on. When we go to reverse, they'll kick off. Or we can just turn them on and then they're on whether we're going forward or back or we're stopped. And this has the same function. These buttons up here are top of our ROPS lights, and they do the same thing. If we're going forward, it'll automatically turn these on so that we can see. And these, so it doesn't give us a glare while we're driving forward, it'll automatically turn these off. Or you can leave them on at all times, and they lock into positions. Here we have a spirit level that shows our left and right angle of the machine itself. So moving forward, we have our operator station e-stop. Make sure that it works and rotate it, it locks back out. Here we have our transmission control switch. Simply starts in neutral. First gear in forward, second and third, all forward gears. And same thing with reverse. You have three gears in reverse. Here's our ignition switch. This is our pump position switch. So while we're tramming, we get to a spot we need to let our jacks down, just move the boom out of the way. We can activate this light will come on, and now we can just do simple boom functions. You can't drill with it, but you can do your simple boom functions. Park brake test switch. This switch here is actually a check light to make sure that these lights here come on with the key on, so that you can check that the bulbs are functioning. This yellow button here is your park brake switch. You simply just pull it out. Now you can put it in gear and tram, and when you're done, simply just push it back. This button switch here does activate your regen. If you need to do a service regen for whatever reason, you can turn it on and activate it. This is your fuel level gauge here. This is your wipers and windshield wipers on the rear of the machine. And this is your windshield wipers and squirters on the front of the machine. Your horn, and then your J1939 connector for the Deutz engine. So if you need to connect to the engine for any reasons, this is where you could do it at. So at the top of the cross of this panel here, we have some warning lights. Starting from left to right, we have our park brake light. If this is on, that means that our park brake is set, and it'll go out when we release our brakes. This one will come on if there's an issue with our service brakes, and if the pressure gets too low for our brakes, it will light up. This is if we have a low transmission pressure. This is transmission temperature. This is if our hydraulic oil level gets too low. This is if there's a engine code, it'll pop up. This is if our coolant level gets too low. Here is our DEF fluid level. If it gets too low, below 10%, it'll come on. Hydraulic or engine oil pressure is here. Our voltmeter is here. So if we go below 20 volts with our engine running, this light will pop up. This is for our glow plugs, and these two lights here warn us that we are in regen mode. So here above the RCS screen, we have our drilling light switch. This is a momentary switch. So we just turn it to the solid block. That'll turn them on, and then it'll go back to neutral. If we want to turn them off, just turn them to the circle and they'll turn them off. Here we have a dome light, and this one will lock in position. So that's on, that's off. And this is if we were connecting to a network, which this machine does not, but it is wired if they wanted to upgrade later down the road. Thank you for watching, and for more information, please contact Epiroc dealer or a service center.